Welcome to San Antonio, the city of gastronomy, the Alamo, and one of the most unique blends of culture in the United States. If you want to see the unique things to do in San Antonio, where to stay, and where to eat, this travel vlog will help you plan your next trip. I'm Sarah, a female solo traveler trying to share unique experiences and adventures to move you outside of your comfort zone. I came to San Antonio for a conference and was pleasantly surprised to find so many awesome things to do. We kicked it off with a visit to the Witte Museum first, where I saw the youngest mariachi singer in San Antonio, before heading to the Carver Center.
So the building that we're in right now, these walls, this building was built in 1929, so we're coming up to our 100th anniversary in a few years, but our origin story, as I like to say, actually dates back further than that, to the early 1900s, still on this land here. So for those of you that aren't familiar with San Antonio, just to orient you a little bit, you are now on the historic east side of San Antonio in Witte Hill neighborhood. The east side, historically, when the city was still segregated, is where the majority of the black community lived in San Antonio, with the original building here being called the Colored Community House. So as the name would imply, it was a place where the community could come for all number of events, but really it was just a place where the community could come and gather together.
So right now we're at the Carver Community Center, and they actually have quite a lot of community events here. They have artists, as you saw out there. Sorry for the weird lighting, but they also do a lot of performances here, and they make it so it's economically friendly for people in the community to come visit. So while you might go to another city and see some of the artists that perform here for $100, here you can find them for affordable ticket prices. And it's very intimate. And famous people like Dizzy Gillespie, Ella Fitzgerald in the past have come and performed here for the East Side community of San Antonio. If you're a fan of the arts like me, then you're gonna love San Antonio. The San Antonio Museum of Art offers guided tours and has an impressive collection.
This is a painting by a San Antonian artist, Julian Underdog, who lived in the late early 1900s office. So don't you wish the painting could talk and tell us everything that...
We made it to the Tejano Music Festival, which happens each year, and met the festival organizer. Tejano is a popular music style fusing Mexican, European, and U.S. influences. Another thing to add to your list of things to do is visit La Velita, the oldest neighborhood in San Antonio. Here you can find artistic art galleries and restaurants to explore. It's located right off the Riverwalk, and they even have a staging area where they host performances in San Antonio. Finally, after a long day of exploring, it was time to check into the Hotel Valencia Riverwalk, which was a beautiful boutique luxury hotel right on the Riverwalk. Good afternoon. I am so excited. I just checked into the Hotel Valencia Riverwalk, and it is amazing. I love my room. First off, I walk in and I really like the detail and already like the interestingly shaped ceiling. But first, we come and see we have the bathroom, and they have very nice products as well. Tea leaf products, moisturizer, yum. And yes, the room is quite spacious. This is a classic king suite with a balcony as well. They have some like a little bar that you can have some snacks, and they also have a beautiful big bed. I love this. And my favorite, of course, coffee. They are going to have to bring me a lot of these pods because I am an addict, of course. And yeah, they have a restaurant downstairs, Dorrego's, which we'll have breakfast at, and I'll also show you what dinner is like there. And this is a perfectly located hotel in San Antonio, right on the Riverwalk. And of course, I want to show you my balcony. I love it. It's just nice to come out here and relax and chill. And yeah, just get some sun and enjoy the views and the people watching from up here. The Riverwalk is right over there. And now time to get ready because we have a party to go to. Every so often, San Antonio celebrates with river parades, and during IPW, the conference I was in town for, we had one. We dined at the Ambler, located right on the river, so we could have an awesome front stage view. Alright, time to go to breakfast. Let's see what Doritos has to offer. Good morning. I just got this giant latte, almond milk. It looks so yum. And I'm just preparing to go explore some of San Antonio today. But first, I need to eat something good. And I love that this is located so close to everything. Literally, we're by the Riverwalk, we're by the Convention Center. And yeah, just gonna enjoy my meal here. I'm getting an omelet. And yeah, just gonna enjoy this and then head on off to see San Antonio. So everybody, I've just been having such a nice morning walk from Hotel Valencia Riverwalk to the Convention Center. While I am here for a convention, IPW, I'm very excited because there's so much to do in San Antonio. I had an amazing meal yesterday at the Ambler, and then went out for a little bit at Mad Dogs and also Rio Cantina, and it just is so beautiful walking around San Antonio. There's so many walkways and paths. Like, look at this, such a vibe. I love it. This was not your average conference because we had Dirk Bentley perform at our lunch.
Yeah, what them knows my dad and me. We drove around to Tennessee. She's still here now, he's gone. Yeah, so I hold on.
After an epic day at the conference, I headed back to Dorrego's for dinner. It's an Argentinian-inspired restaurant, and I had the best steak. There was also live entertainment that added to the ambiance of the restaurant, which I totally enjoyed. Finally, I ended the day at the Alamo with a special guided tour inside at night. Next day, I got dressed and headed out to explore more of San Antonio. Good morning from San Antonio. I just left Hotel Valencia Riverwalk and gonna go grab some breakfast. There's actually so many choices right when you leave the hotel and in the Riverwalk area. There's La Panderia, which is where we're heading to, and there's also another coffee shop called Revolution Coffee that looks really good. I saw they had like a latte or coffee and taco deal, but La Panderia seems to be where everybody goes, and there is a line outside right now, so maybe it's good. I'm guessing. What do you think? I'm at La Panderia, and I'm so excited to bring to you this. It's such an amazing bakery. Here you can find a lot of Mexican-inspired pastries as well as a unique twist to them. The owners here are actually from Mexico, and they wanted to bring their Mexican heritage here to San Antonio. They have 3 locations located throughout San Antonio, and I'm excited that I was staying right down the block from this one. Honestly, I was walking down the block. I didn't really know what it was, but I saw a line, so I decided to look it up, and it looks pretty good. I got this huge pastry, and yeah, I'm really excited to try that. They said it's a traditional Mexican, I think it's called a concha, and I got the Mexican hot chocolate with espresso in it, so it's like a dirty hot chocolate, they called it. But yes, this is located right down the street from the Hotel Valencia Riverwalk, and you can't miss it because there probably will be a line out front, but I know it's worth it. The coffee so far tastes amazing. The coffee and concha were superb, and finally it was time to head off to my next adventure. Good afternoon. After having breakfast at La Panderia, we are now on Go Rio River Cruises, and one thing that you must do when you're in San Antonio, the Riverwalk is something you can stroll along, or you can just come and take a Go Rio cruise. And I think it lasts about 35 minutes, and we're just boarding, and then it goes every 15 to 30 minutes. So we'll see how this goes.
Now the bridge that's just up ahead of us, that is the most famous bridge on the Riverwalk. So that was put here in 1941 with the rest of everything. It's officially known as the Robert H. Huckman Bridge. That's what the plaque says on the side of it. However, this became famous in 1997. That was the year that the movie Selena hit the silver screen, starring Jennifer Lopez. Now, being the spot where the, heart-wrenching proposal scene was filmed, right here above me. After that movie was released, that right there became the most popular spot for photos on the entire Riverwalk. And the reason why that is the only bell there designed not to ring is because the Alamo is the only one of the 5 missions that does not still have regular services to this day. So if you go to any one of the other 4 missions, you can go to church at a place that's been there since the 1700s.
Now we're making it to the #1 attraction in San Antonio, the Alamo. Here you can come visit it for free. While it is free to visit the Alamo, you have to go to the Welcome Center to pick up a ticket. I did get to go last night for a special event inside the Alamo and check it out, and also have a little bit of a guided tour. So I'm not going to go inside it right now, but you can just pick it up over here. And they're also building a new visitor center and welcome center. So when you come, you might be able to experience that yourself. But for now, I'm gonna head to the San Fernando Cathedral, which is the oldest cathedral in the United States. And then head to the tower here, where you can get an amazing view of the city of San Antonio. Now we're heading to the oldest cathedral. I'm trying to figure out how to get there right now. But yeah, let's see. I love this. It's like a maze, San Antonio. And it's so nice to just walk around and just enjoy. It's a very calm city. It's almost difficult to believe that this is the 7th largest city in the United States, but definitely spread out. But I like walking around the city center area. Very relaxing. Welcome to the San Fernando Cathedral, and this plaza was a historical center of San Antonio, and from here radiated 2 main streets where you would have a lot of hustle and bustle going on. But this church really reminds me of a church in Europe in the old world. But yeah, definitely really cool. It's open till 5. And if you come here on the weekends at around 9 o'clock when it's dark, they have a light show on the front of this church done by a local artist. So let's go inside and check it out for ourselves. But definitely very awesome to be able to see a little bit of Europe in Texas. One thing you can see here at the San Fernando Cathedral are the Alamo heroes. They're entombed here by the entrance, so you can come and check that out as well. But let's head on inside, get up this heat for a minute. After exploring the oldest cathedral in San Antonio, I headed to go get some lunch at a famous barbecue joint. Pinkerton's is the best. I've just put their original sauce on. And the sandwich tastes heavenly. Oh my gosh. Definitely messy to eat, but I'm glad it came here. It's close to the San Fernando Cathedral. So if you're coming here for the Saga or just seeing it during the day, perfect spot for lunch. I got the Big Bear sandwich, which means that it has a mixture of brisket and pulled pork, 2 of my favorite things. And the mac and cheese, very heavy and creamy and rich, just exactly what you want when you're coming for mac and cheese. Such a comfort food for me, barbecue. you cannot come to Texas without trying Texas barbecue once on your trip. And I'm glad I made it here to Pinkerton's, which is an institution in San Antonio. So barbecue here was so good. And now I'm gonna head walking towards Las Americas, about a 20-minute walk from here. And then, who knows, but we're gonna go to the top of the tower to get some views of the city, possibly. I met up with my friend Sally at the Riverwalk. We saw a mariachi band and then headed to the Las Americas Tower, where you can go with the CityPass or for the happy hour at the restaurant. Oh, you guys, I'm here with CityPass, and in San Antonio, you can go to the top of the Las Americas Tower with the CityPass. So here we go. We're heading to the top of the Las Americas Tower in San Antonio.
Hello and welcome to Tower of the Americas. After our quick elevator ride to the top, you'll be taking in the best views of beautiful San Antonio. Built in 1968 as the centerpiece for the World's Fair, Tower of the Americas stands 750 feet above the sprawling Alamo city below. If you were to take the stairs up, it might take you a while to complete the nearly 1,000-step journey to the top. Relax and enjoy the view as we ascend skyward.
Alright guys, we're here at the Charter Restaurant, and it is a spinning restaurant at the top of the Las Americas Tower, but be sure to get a reservation because it is very busy. But you can also come for happy hour, and they have an awesome happy hour menu from 4:30 to 7, and it's up the stairs up here, and you still get an amazing view. You could use the CityPass or that to be able to come to the top of the Las Americas Tower, which is pretty cool. Good evening. I just checked into the Estancia Del Norte, and I love my room. I'm on the 5th floor, and not only that, I love that I have an opening into the courtyard. But this is the bathroom first. Let me show you this. They have Crabtree and Evelyn products, and the lighting in here is really nice. And then the bathroom is a nice walk-in shower, clean design. Love the tile work in here as well. And then you walk into the room, which is very nice. We have a huge king bed, and I love the details. It makes you really feel like you're here in Texas. We see a monastery, it looks like, and the bedside tables are nice because they have USB outlets as well as a plug. And yeah, there's a little desk area as well. The TV welcomes you with your name on it. And they, of course, have a little mini fridge as well as coffee and tea. And I like the floor length mirror as well because when I get ready, I like to see my full outfit. But my favorite thing has to be, we have out here the courtyard. And it is getting dark, but to me it looks really romantic. And you can see the pool down below. So nice, and the lights just make it magical. And there's also seating as well down there. But I will definitely be using the pool, that's for sure. But for now, I'm going to find some dinner. One of the cool things, I'm going to say it when I get in the light. One of the cool things about the hotel is they actually have a shuttle service from the morning up until midnight that takes you around to the local mall, as well as some restaurants and whatnot, and it takes you within 2 miles of the hotel. So you don't have to worry about parking your car, and that makes for a very nice, I think, amenity. And yeah, just the courtyard is really nice. I love being able to enjoy the weather and also just have that huge space to go and relax in. I'm gonna go see, maybe the pool's open tonight. I'm gonna go relax and enjoy my room because I am pooped. Sometimes traveling days and travel can be a lot, and it's always great to relax when you're on vacation. This is the perfect spot for doing just that. A hearty breakfast at Estancia Del Norte because I was going to do the Missions Trail Bike Trail, which is going to be quite hard in this heat. I took an Uber to the Mission Concepcion, the first on the Mission's trail bike trail. Alright, so we're inside the Mission Concepcion. A lot of people don't realize that there are more than one missions. Everybody just goes to the Alamo, but there's actually 5 that were set up. And the Mission Concepcion is actually the best preserved one that you can see. It was inaugurated or dedicated on December 8th, 1755. These are some of the oldest churches in the US, and it's definitely worth a visit. Many people don't realize this is also a part of the National Park Service, so rangers come here to give a tour at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. every day. So I missed the tour, but I'm going around, and the rangers are always at the missions to be able to answer your questions. But one thing for sure is they were hardcore Franciscans, because you're coming to the New World. There was nothing out here, and they were cartographers, they were builders, scribes, and they were helping, or they thought so, Christianize the Indians that were located here. So the people that were originally in San Antonio were called the I'm gonna mess this up, the Coahuiltecans, and they were actually pretty peaceful, and they lived in small scattered groups. And one of their major threats were not only the European diseases that came, but also warriors on horseback from other native tribes. But definitely was something unique. They helped build the area and these missions that we visit today. I definitely think it's something to remember here. Now we're gonna head to the next mission, which is San Jose, and we're gonna do it in style. We're going to take some bikes. People do bike tours as well. You can do a self-guided tour as I'm doing. They offer tours here at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. While I missed a tour, there are also signs to explain, and in a QR code you can scan to get a little bit of a tour and understanding of what you're looking at. But this is definitely such a cool experience. I've been to San Antonio once before when I was younger. I don't remember doing this, and I think this should be on everybody's list of things to do when they're in San Antonio. So let's head on off. I'm gonna go to the National Park office quick and see what that's about before heading on a bike to the next one, or scooter. They have both options as well, but it does get hot, so I suggest starting early in the day and exploring the National Historic Park of the San Antonio Missions. All right guys, so now we're on the Riverwalk.
Turn right onto the shared path.
As you can see, it is a beautiful ride and very scenic along the San Antonio River here, and we're right along the river. This is the Riverwalk, but more in nature. So definitely a great way to experience going to the different missions. If you don't have a car, you can just Uber to Mission Concepcion and then head on by bike down to the Mission Concepcion and Mission San Jose. Another thing you can do that I just found out is watch a free 23-minute film about the missions, and that's located at the San Jose Visitor Center, and they do it from 10 to 4 p.m. And after I watch this, I'm going to head and explore the mission and then get on a bike, and there are 2 more after this. Alright, so just finished the movie in the Visitor Center, and there's also a little museum in there as well. And now just headed to go check out the Mission San Jose. I really like this. I love when you can just like actively bike and sightsee and just learn about history on your own as well. It's really cool. And this was the Mission Road, it says, leading right up into the gates. And the Mission Road that I'm walking on right now through the gates connected all 6 missions that were built by the Franciscan friars, as well as the native population here. And now there's only 5 missions that are around, and 4 are actually still active where you can go and see mass. Just like the one I was just at, Mission Concepcion. They said they do masses on Sundays. But here we go, just about to enter the San Jose Mission. Wow. This is so cool. It's massive. Okay, so we are now inside Mission San Jose, which is one of the most complete missions out of all of the ones that are left here from the 1700s. And not only that, you can kind of see in the interior, this is where both Indians as well as Spaniards would live. And this was New Spain.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so.
One thing that I find really interesting is if you can see behind me, the front of these buildings used to be extremely colorful, which now you don't see so much, but you can see it had very intricate design, reminiscent of stuff you would see actually in Spain. So I think that's definitely really cool. And in the back here, I think you can see they made these like aqueducts to be able to do agriculture, and instead of having hunting and gathering society, they would be farmers. So you can see an example of that as well back here at the Mission San Jose. So looks also, when you're in here, you can see some exhibitions as well as on the interior of the walls that also served kind of as a fortress and home where people lived. Looks so cool. I'm also pretty sure this might be made out of adobe. I don't really know. Wow, this must have been like a great hall of sorts. But yes, these missions are definitely beautiful. I could see why they're a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And if you're in San Antonio, I would definitely check them out. I'm gonna go now, get the bike, and head off to see the next two missions. I think this is the largest and most complete one, which is really cool to experience. But for now, it's gonna say goodbye to the Mission San Jose. And yeah, definitely come by this when you're here. You can either drive to them or bike to them like I'm doing. There's also guided bike tours you can take as well. I'll link one of them down below, and if you want to check that out, then do it, or you could do it on your own. But either way, it's definitely going to be a great experience here while you're in San Antonio. Okay, so the plan now is to rent these bikes that they have here. They're electric, and go to Mission Espada, which is the furthest southernmost mission, and then head to Mission San Juan. From there, really excited, and it's about a 26-minute ride altogether, but of course I'm going to make some stops along the way. But for now, let's go. Okay guys, not everything always goes as planned. The last electric bike that I picked up, the electric thing wasn't working. So I just biked the 4 miles on my own from the Mission San Jose to the furthest south one, Mission Espada. And then my plan is to get another bike to get to Mission San Juan, and that'll be the end of it. And then I'll see where I go afterwards. Yeah, but for now, yeah, it's a cool thing, but if you get the bike not working, it was quite hot and heavier because, yeah, the bike just wasn't working, and electric bikes are heavier. But we started up here, and now we're all the way down here. So from here, all the way to here. Another cool thing is they actually do mass here still, so you can come here, it's an active parish, and go to church here. But for now, we're just gonna go check it out. So this was not only just like a mission, there was also an Ursuline convent here of nuns, and they actually had the first native to be baptized and also become a part of the Ursuline convent here in like the late 1800s. And I by far think this is one of the most beautiful ones. They do a free virtual pilgrimage tour as well, so you can like look up a lot of information on your phone as well. Well, that is a wrap. We are here in front of Mission San Jose. Been to all 4 now, plus the Alamo. And now it's time to head on back. I have to return the bike. And you get 30 minutes basically for $5 each ride. So you can maybe do 2 rides to get the whole thing complete. Or you can buy a pass for the month for $20, depending on how long you're in San Antonio. That may be worth it. But for now, I need to go find some food and somewhere to cool off because I'm hot. After a long bike ride, why not treat yourself and head to Camp Hot Wells, located next to ruins of an old resort. You can come here, grab a drink, soak your feet in the hot spring water baths, or you can get a private bath located in the back and have a little bit of a private party.
Days and nights won't stop for traffic lights, and I really wanna know.
Alright guys, so just came to the pool. It's really nice down here. And I love the courtyard because it makes it quiet and more private. I said quiet as soon as that. There's some little kids running around having a good old time. But I had such an amazing day going around, seeing all of the missions. And yeah, now I'm a little bit pooped. But I'm going to relax, take a shower, and then see where I can go around here for dinner. There's a lot of options, and they have a shuttle that runs till midnight, so you aren't stranded, especially if you don't have a car, so that's perfect. For now, I'm gonna go back up to my room and get changed. I was way too tired to go out to eat today, and there is a perfectly good restaurant here called Paseo Bar in the Estancia Del Norte, and I'm really loving these fries so far. And I got this barbecue jam burger with onions and everything. It looks so delicious. I'm about to take a bite. After an early night at Paseo, I had woken up early to explore for my last day in San Antonio. Okay guys, so time to go explore. I have my CityPass, so I'm thinking of going to the Botanical Gardens and then the zoo today and just see where the day takes me. But for now, I'm going to call an Uber because I'm a little bit ways away. We are here at the San Antonio Botanical Gardens. It's included with the CityPass, and it seems like they have like a once upon a time theme with books and whatnot. And yeah, I heard this is a beautiful place to come visit, and it is a beautiful sunny day. So let's go and explore the Botanical Gardens here. So far, I love the theme of the Enchanted Storybook, and yeah, this design of this Botanical Gardens is really nice. They even have a very highly acclaimed restaurant called Jardin here. They do offer lunch. I'm thinking of checking that out here in the Botanical Gardens. But yeah, so hopefully maybe we can get into the restaurant. I'm not sure, it could be busy. It is a Saturday after all. But here we are in the atrium. Okay guys, I'm here in Jardin. One thing I definitely recommend is to don't do as I do and make a reservation so you can get seated right away. But they have lunch plates that you can come here for the weekend. They offer like a few other like additional sides and accompaniments. And yeah, the guy said that they have nice Mediterranean cuisine. So they have like kefta kebabs, they have Mediterranean bowls, and Italian bolognese, and soups and salads as well. But one thing I love is the design of this place, and it's located right in the Botanical Gardens. So even if you aren't going to the Botanical Gardens, you can come here and dine as well. Okay, and now just walking up to the San Antonio Zoo, and this park right near it is so beautiful. Just a cute baby group of ducks. Now I need to find the entrance of the zoo, and then we're off to exploring another thing on the CityPass actually. So they sure have a lot of birds here. They have an Australian aviary. They have so many other birds that I've seen. And it is one of the largest collections of birds in the world. So that is definitely something unique about the San Antonio Zoo. Oh, look at the kangaroos. So in addition to the CityPass or the entrance here for the zoo, you do a few different experiences. They have feed a giraffe. They have this thing where you can go have an encounter with the kangaroos as well. It's the end of the day, but I've noticed a lot of the animals to be super active right about this time. It's around 4 o'clock, and the sun luckily has been covered by some of the clouds, so it's not as hot to walk around, and it's quite enjoyable actually. But I think I'm going to wrap this up and then head off back to the hotel to change for dinner time and some more adventures this afternoon. So we're just here at Tokyo Cowboy, right off of the Riverwalk and close by to Aztec Theater. But you can come here. They opened not long ago, and they have a cool mixed modern fusion of Japanese food with some cowboy flair. Of course, we're in Texas. Let's go see and check it out. Just got the food and it looks so amazing. I got the dashi corn waffle and also the brisket egg roll, and I'm about to try this right now. It looks so good, and it looks like some tzatziki sauce. I don't know, let's try this out. Oh wow, it's so crunchy, but the brisket inside, such a nice surprise. And it has collard greens, queso estadero, and chili herb ranch. That's what I'm eating. Oh my gosh, it tastes like a party in my mouth. And now we're going to try this. Check it out. It has pork belly, shrimp, and waffles. This is as Texas and Asian as it can come. Let's take a bite. After dinner, I headed to the San Fernando Cathedral, which has the Saga, a light show that's projected on the cathedral's facade. It happens 4 nights a week, 9 p.m., 9:30, and 10 p.m., Tuesday and Friday to Sunday. So just finished dinner and going around to check out like the Watson, which was an amazing rooftop bar. And now just walking along the Riverwalk, and it is so beautiful. The lights are all lit up like they are for Christmas. They did it for a special occasion, which was IPW, and now it's sad to say, but this is my last night here, and I've had such an amazing time. Now I'm just gonna go relax, enjoy the rest of my walk, and then head back to the hotel. But I had a lovely evening so far, and I'm glad that I stayed a few extra days to explore San Antonio. I hope this helped you plan your San Antonio, Texas journey. And if you have any questions, please let me know them in the comments. And to help other people find this video, hit the like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss other adventures on Travels with Sarah Faye.